Throughout history, forests have played a vital role in shaping the environment, economy, and culture of China. However, large-scale deforestation over thousands of years has significantly transformed the country's landscape. The environmental impacts of this long history of forest loss continue to influence China today. Deforestation in China began as early as ancient times. During early dynasties, expanding agriculture required clearing forests for farmland. As populations grew, especially during periods such as the Han Dynasty and later the Tang Dynasty, forests were cut down to support farming, construction, and fuel needs. Wood was essential for building homes, temples, city walls, and even ships. Over centuries, this continuous demand dramatically reduced forest cover in many regions. One major environmental impact of deforestation was soil erosion. Trees and their roots hold soil in place. When forests were removed, especially in mountainous and hilly areas, heavy rains washed away the topsoil. This was particularly severe in the lowest plateau, where loose, fine soil is highly vulnerable to erosion. Without tree cover, large amounts of sediment flowed into rivers, reducing soil fertility and making farming more difficult. Deforestation also contributed to severe flooding. Forests naturally absorb rainwater and regulate water flow. When trees disappear, rainwater runs quickly into rivers, increasing the risk of floods. The Yellow River, often called China's Sorrow, is a well-known example. Over centuries, soil erosion from upstream deforested areas caused heavy sediment buildup in the riverbed. This raised the river level and made floods more frequent and destructive, affecting millions of people. Another significant consequence was desertification. In northern China, forest removal combined with overgrazing led to land degradation and the expansion of deserts. Areas near the Gobi Desert experienced increasing sandstorms and loss of arable land. Over time, this environmental change reduced agricultural productivity and forced some communities to migrate. Biodiversity loss is another long-term impact. Forests are home to countless species of plants and animals. As forests were cleared, habitats were destroyed. Some species declined dramatically or disappeared from certain regions. Although ancient records do not always detail wildlife loss, historical evidence suggests that animals once common in parts of China such as elephants in the north gradually vanished as forests shrank. The social and economic consequences were also profound. Environmental degradation reduced crop yields, leading to food shortages in certain periods. In some historical cases, ecological stress may have worsened social unrest. Thus, deforestation did not only change landscapes, it influenced human society and stability. However, it is important to note that awareness of environmental damage has grown over time. In recent decades, the government of China has launched major reforestation programs to restore damaged ecosystems. Projects such as the Grain for Green program aim to convert farmland on steep slopes back into forest and grassland. Efforts to plant shelter belts, sometimes referred to as the Great Green Wall, seek to combat desertification in northern regions. In conclusion, the history of deforestation in China shows how closely human activity and environmental health are connected. From soil erosion on the lowest plateau to flooding along the Yellow River and desert expansion near the Gobi Desert, the impacts have been far-reaching. This history teaches an important lesson. Sustainable management of natural resources is essential for long-term ecological balance and human well-being. Thank you.